Hi everyone, blessed be. So I wanted to show you a really simple Halloween decoration that you can make. I found this mirror for £1 or £1.50 from the charity shop, and I could see its potential to be a spooky Halloween mirror. I like the detailing on it and I like the shape. It is unfortunately made out of plastic, but that's okay. What do you expect for £1.50? So first of all, what I decided to do was stick on a couple of resin schools that I'd made previously. I've made these resin schools like many years ago, and I actually turned them into push pins for my notice board. So what I did is I just took the push pin off the back, just snipped it off with some wire snips, and then put loads of hot glue on and stuck it to this frame. I could see how this frame I could do it quite simply and easily, so I thought it would be an ideal sort of beginner friendly type of tutorial. So just make sure that when you put the hot glue on that you don't spill it all over the place, because when you do the dry brushing later on, any texture that the hot glue adds will show up. So make sure that whatever embellishments you're adding on, the hot glue doesn't like seep out from behind them. You can add beads, you can add some florals, obviously, you know, faux flowers. You could do like some nice black roses or something. Preferably anything that's made out of harder plastic. Works quite well. So you could use those. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to, once the glue has set, I'm going to spray paint this black, just to do the sort of base coat, and then what I can do after that is dry brush over the top to add the final touches to the mirror. So I'm going to go and spray paint it, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. So once I spray painted it, it looked like this. And you could leave it completely black if you want, but I think it would look better with a matte black finish as opposed to a glossy one. The skulls came out a lot shinier and glossier looking than the frame because they're made of a different material. So to dry brush over the top, you need a little bit of white acrylic paint and like the smallest, tiniest amount of paint on your brush possible. And just very lightly go over the details just to bring those details out and to make them stand out. I did like the textures and the design of this mirror, so I wanted to make sure I could bring that detail out. Now if you do apply a bit too much paint like I have done on the top, you can wipe it off and start again. It's no big deal. Just make sure you get the white out of the nooks and crannies when you do remove it, if you do start again. It's one advantage with dry brushing is it's quite easy to redo, and if all else fails you can always respray it black and start again. Here I'm just using a tissue to remove the excess. I have got a little bit of the white pooling in the cracks and crevices, which I'll remove later on, or I'll just put a touch of black paint over the top. So here I'm just removing some paint where it had gone where I didn't want it. I didn't realise that part of my brush was actually damp when I was doing the dry brushing. You want a very, very dry brush, and you want just the tiniest bare minimum amount of paint on it. And then, as you can see, as I go over with the dry brushing, it just brings out that detail and just makes it pop. And it just adds to the overall effect of it. If you can hear banging, unfortunately my neighbours have decided to do some maintenance work, never mind. So I'm just going around and dry brushing over the details and making it show any details that I want to show up more, like the sort of florally designs and the shape of the stands that's next to the mirror, that's holding the mirror up. I'm just using that to make some of these details shine and stand out. And I'll go over anything that I'm not happy with later on. So like if I feel that it's got too much paint on, I'll take it back off and redo it. So it's a fairly easy fix if it does go wrong, fortunately. And then what I'm going to do is, once it's all dry, you can varnish it if you want. I've not found a varnish I'm happy with yet that doesn't leave the surface feeling slightly tacky, so I myself am not going to varnish this one. Plus it's only like a £1.50 mirror, who cares. But if you wanted to varnish it, if it was like a piece of, like a wooden frame or something, you was upcycling it for your gothic decor year round, then you probably would want to varnish it. But yeah, so I'm going to show you what it looks like once it's all dry. And that's it. That's what it looks like. So a nice addition to my Halloween decor. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Blessed be. Bye for now.